Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will resolve the course related error, and we will add the API integration for create task. And along with that, if we have some enough time, then I will actually making the code for the drag and drop functionality for the to do functionality. So let's get started. So first of all, when we are going into the browser, you can see we are facing this kind of errors: strict course error origin. So how we can resolve this error? So we just need to set up our course related functionality in the backend side. So now I am going into the VS Code, and what we can do here, it is open integrated terminal, and here we just need to check whether our app is running successfully or not. Go run main dot co. Yeah, so our app is perfectly running. Now what we can do here, it is in the main.go file, we will set up our course related functionality in the router setup. So when we are actually making the request from the front end side, at that time we need to enable the course to the backend side, so that we will make the request very easily on the front end side. So we just need to write the code for that. So first of all, just before we are going with the code, we will set up one package which is called so once again I'm going into integrated terminal, and we need to install one package which is called the handlers. So go get github.com / gorilla handler. So it will add the packages. So here you can see a gorilla handler, it is added. Now we need to import our package in the import section. So what we can do here, it is github.com / gorilla / handlers, and this package we will use for package for the course. So we need to save it. I think we just need to, okay, now it is saved. We have to close the session. And here we just need to write one function which is for the course middle rank. So here we need to use next as argument, then afterwards http dot handler function and http dot handler once again function. So next is a function of a type http handler function which represent the next handler in the chain, and it takes the http response writer and http dot request, and the function when we are implementing the return function at that time http handler function which wraps the next handler. Now we will write the course logic. So first of all, we need to return function w http dot response writer r for the http dot request. Then afterwards, what we can do here it is we need to enable basically allow the request from any region. So this is for the this wildcard configuration that makes the resource accessible from any domain, and in production it is recommended to restrict this specific trusted origin. So this is for the local development and it allow all origin. Then afterwards, this for the here we will actually provide some more arguments, some more argument within the string get post options. So basically we will specify the HTTP methods that are allowed for cross origin request, and get post an option in this case. So this will for the allow all headers. Then afterwards this is for the method, sorry, this is for methods and allow all the methods like when we are requesting the API with a then afterwards we also need to set up our header. which indicates that which kind of a client actually requested for application from the front end side. So here content type we will use as a header. So what we can do here, it is sys love header, and then afterwards content type, allow the headers, then afterwards um if r dot method double equals to options. So here option is an HTTP method that is used in a pre-flight requests. So pre-flight requests are the sent by the browser to determine whether the actual request is allowed or not. So if the request method is option, then the middleware directly responds with the 200 OK status and hold actually stop the further processing. And this avoid the unnecessary pre-processing of the pre-flight requests by the main application logic. So basically this will actually determine the whether actually request is allowed or not. Pre-flight request along with HTTP status OK if it is option. Then afterwards, if the request is an this function indicates that if the request is not an option pre-flight request, then the middleware calls the next handler and allowing the request to proceed to the main application logic. So I think this is how we have actually completed our code. Now what we can do here, it is we will consume in the router setup. So here we just need to set up our CORS functionality in the request method. So here we need to set up our CORS setup, and here we just need to use CORS handler, and inside the CORS handler we will use handlers dot CORS So inside the handlers, we will use allowed origins, and we just need to use the string array. HTTP localhost 4200. So it will allow only this application that consume our app. So our right now app is running in the 4200 port. So that is the reason we will mention here. Then afterwards handlers dot allowed methods strings. I think once again we need to add here. So basically, it is ideal for the development and production environment where you need to limit the access to the trusted origin. So it will allow only this origin. Then afterwards, actually this is for the REST API, and REST API we will allow the only option this kind of methods. Then afterwards, basically in this case we will actually need it for sending the JSON and other payloads. That is the reason we will use the content type, and authorization we will use for the commonly used for passing the authentication tokens like a JWT. So we need to use a CORS handler in the router. Okay, and once again we will run our app. Now go to the browser and once again reload the page, and in the network tab check whether we will receive the response or not. Okay, still it is not working. Okay, So this is not a response that we have expected. So we need to once again go with the backend side and check why it is showing this kind of output. TP handlers allowed router. I think CORS middleware we do not need to use because we already define CORS handler this kind of a setup, so we do not need to use. So I think we will skip it. Comment out this code, and once again we will check why it is not working. One integrated terminal, and once again do run main dot co. So here what we can do, we just need to open in a new terminal and check whether it is perfectly running or not. We will close this and we will open in new editor. And we just need to go to here and once again go to here and run and debug. Make sure that this file main.go file is open when you are debugging your app Golang. So now again go to browser and once again reload the application. Not working. Okay. Okay. Go to VS Code once again and check whether it is there are some error or not. Get task. I think this is wrong. We need to remove this one. And now once again we will check whether it is perfectly working or not. Okay, go to here and you just need to remove this one more bracket here So that is the reason we are facing this kind of error. Now restart once again server, allow it, and now server is running, and once again we will check on browser, open the network tab, and once again reload the page. Okay, still it is not working. Once again go to network tab and try to check. Okay, so we also need to set up our content type application in the basically Angular app itself. So we just need to go with the Angular app. So open the VS Code with Angular app code. Go to sad folder, and inside the sad folder go to task health service, and I think it is gonna be working or not. We just need to check everything is fine. Okay, this is wrong, I think. Now we will once again check it. Okay, now you can see it is hitting the hitting the API. Now it will send the request to the web patch, and yeah, now you can see our data is loading with the response. So this is how we have completed get request for the task. Now we can work on the create task, update task, and delete task. So for that things, we just need to write the code for effects, reducer, and action. So okay, there is some mistake I have done. Once again, I will see. I can show you. Go to app 12, network tab, reload the page. Go to network tab, go to response. I think okay, we have stopped our execution. That is the reason. So this will actually debug our application. Now once again go to page and see our data is coming on the front end side. So this is how we have completed get data. Now we can work on update task, delete task, and create task. So no more waste of timing. Uh, go to again VS Code. We will minimize our app, and now once again we will write some basic API request here. So first one is create task, then afterwards title string, then afterwards observable. So here we need to return is .http .post task, and here we just need to use this API URL along with the title. So we will take some 20 to 25-second break. Okay, now we can work on the update task. So this is the services that we have created, and we just need to integrate our API endpoints here only. So update task, then afterwards task ID, number we are passing, then afterwards observable, okay, update task is done, and same for the delete task. If there is nothing, then you can here also pass the void. This is not a required, but we will pass here void. Same thing here also. Let me do it. Okay. Now we will work on the task action. Export function, create task, then afterwards create action, so create task related thing is done. Now create export constant, create task success. So this is for the create task success. When the API is successfully responded, this action is triggered. Then afterwards export constant, create task fail plus create action, then afterwards task API create task failure, and props we just need to pass error string. Now same thing we can do for the update task. Export constant update task. Create action task API task APIs. Then afterwards update task. Then props we just need to pass here task ID. So ID number same thing we can do here for update task success. Then afterwards, if it is a task is successfully completed, then we just need to pass our update task ID. So update task is, and afterwards export constant update task failure, create action task API, create task failure. Then afterwards props we just need to pass. So props here we need to pass error string we just need to pass. And okay, this one is wrong. I have a typo mistake, made some typo mistake here. Props, don't use the console log, this is wrong. We just need to pass error string. Now same thing we can do for the delete task. Delete task success. Delete task failure. And same thing we are doing for the delete task. Here we just need to pass the ID and here we just need to pass error. So this is how we have done action file. Now we just need to go with the effect file. So first of all, we need to make request for the create task. Create task along with this action pipe create task action defined here. Then afterwards we need to make the API request here, create task, and basically here also need to pass action. Action dot title, then afterwards here in the task create task success. So this is wrong. Create task success. We will pass the task. Okay. And here create task success. Okay. Then afterwards so this is wrong. We also need to pass from the model. So that is the reason it is throwing this error. I think here also we need to okay once again load success. Okay, task is coming from this file and okay, throwing some error task so this is also wrong. We need to import our task from the model. So I think now maybe this error is gone here, but here we need to check in a service file. Okay, it is perfectly working. Now once again we will check here. So this is coming the problem from tasks, which is wrong, I think. So that is the reason it is coming this error. Now I think our application is running perfectly now. Okay. So create task, I think it is done. Create task success. Okay, done. Create task failure. Create task failure. Now we will write for the update task and delete task effect. So once again copy paste and update task. We will remove this one as this is wrong. So now here it is update task. Here we need to pass the ID. Update task. Then afterwards update task success and update task failure. here we need to pass id, and in the map we do not need to use the we will simply empty using, and here action dot id we will use, and update task failure. Now we will write the code for the delete task. Delete task, then afterwards here delete task success, delete task failure. So I think almost done with effect code. Now once again we will go to the reducer, we will format this code. So inside the here we will define the our state, for example success and failure for the load task, and same thing we will do it for the create, update and delete also. So what we can do here, it is we just need to copy paste these two line from 16 number to 23 number, we will copy it, and along with the comma we just need to add, and not initial state, create task success, and remove it, task, same thing we can do create task failure, and we just need to pass the state and error, that's it. Get task failure, get task success, here we will use the id as a parameter, and here also we need to filter our id. So state dot task dot map, inside the map we will once again task use, and task dot id matching with id. So it will return the list of tasks, and it is a mark it as a true. And if it is not matching, then it will return the simple task. And here we just need to mention update task failure. Then afterwards, same thing here we can do for the delete task. Delete task success, and we just need to remove this kind of a logic because we are filtering our data when we are removing the entries from the list. So state dot task dot filter task class dot id does not equals to id. Okay, in delete task failure it is remaining same thing. So this is how we have completed all the code for the NGRX state management store module for the action, effect, reducer, and service related code. We will take some break. Moving ahead, now we'll in the app module.ts file, we will import two more models. One model which is use the forms model. So forms model we can use for the ng model integration. And moving into the app component.ts file, so now we will write the logic for app component. So here you need to comment out this code, and once again we can check whether it is containing the data or not. So for that, please task subscribe. First of all, we just need to check whether it is retrieving the data or not. So go to the browser, go to app 12 and go to console. Right now it is not showing any data. Okay. We just need to refresh. No, not working. Okay. No, but here we are not getting any data. Okay. Okay. So in upcoming videos, we will write the logic for app component.ts, app component.html file. So in upcoming videos, we will write the logic for app component file, app component.html, and app component CSS.